As many as 700 people are reported dead in the war in Iran tonight, including 6 members of the U.S. military. 18 more seriously wounded. WGN's Dana Rebik has the latest for us tonight on what the Trump administration is calling Operation Epic Fury.
Yes, right now the big thing we are hearing is that the U.S. is urging all Americans to leave the region as the president warns of bigger strikes as the war expands. For the first time today, we heard Secretary of State Marco Rubio say that intelligence indicated Israel was going to strike Iran, which prompted the U.S. to preemptively join them to avoid more American casualties.
Today, the United States military continues to carry out large-scale combat operations in Iran to eliminate the grave threats posed to America by this terrible terrorist regime.
A coordinated attack with U.S. and Israeli forces targeting more than 1,000 locations in Iran over the last 2 days.
This is not a single overnight operation. The military objectives that CENTCOM and the Joint Force have been tasked with will take some time to achieve, and in some cases will be difficult and gritty work. We expect to take additional losses.
The U.S. Embassy in Saudi Arabia was hit by an Iranian drone Monday. The military says so far it has taken out 11 Iranian warships and largely destroyed the country's naval headquarters. As Iran continued its counterattack on neighboring Gulf states, including drone and missile strikes in Doha, Dubai, and Bahrain. The State Department urging U.S. citizens to leave more than a dozen Middle Eastern countries. As the military action continues, protesters speaking out against the war here in Chicago.
This is yet another unprovoked strike that leads to yet another disastrous war that yet again drains the resources needed to uplift the working class.
War after war, they claim to have this evidence of preemptive or of potential strikes or of weapons of mass destruction or whatever it might be. And time again, it comes out that that's a lie.
An Iranian regime armed with long-range missiles and nuclear weapons would be an intolerable threat to the Middle East, but also to the American people. Our country itself would be under threat.
Some Iranians abroad and in the U.S. celebrated the death of the supreme leader, thanking President Trump, who said Monday the military campaign could last 4 to 5 weeks, with the capability to go far longer than that.
To the media outlets and political left screaming endless wars, stop. This is not Iraq. This is not endless. I was there for both. Our generation knows better, and so does this president.
Tonight, Israel continues to strike in Lebanon, hitting Hezbollah command centers there. The U.S. Embassy in Kuwait was also struck today as defense forces outside a large oil refinery in Saudi Arabia took down several Iranian drones. And I think that is really sort of the fear globally is how this is going to impact the oil market with prices going up.
Prices are already gone up,
Yeah.
especially for gas, they say.
Yeah.
All right, Dana, thanks. Yep.